Don't be daunted by wallpapering. It's not difficult, and you can be sure of success if you are methodical and follow these simple steps. First, remove all furniture, curtains and so forth from the room and lay a dust sheet to your working area. You will need a sharp craft knife, a tape measure and a pencil. Long-bladed wallpapering scissors, a paper hanging brush, a paste brush and a seam roller are more specialised equipment. You'll also need a long spirit level, a bucket for your paste and a bowl of clean water and a clean sponge for wiping down your paste table and wiping up stray paste. Mix the paste in the bucket according to the packet instructions. All-purpose paste is suitable for most types of paper. If you tie string across your paste bucket from the handle anchor points, you can rest your brush on the string rather than in the paste when you are not using it. Begin where you can hang one length on an obstacle-free part of the wall. Measure the wall from top to bottom and make a note of the length. Use your spirit level to mark an accurate vertical line on the wall in pencil. Extend the line to the top and bottom. Hold your paper up to the wall and check that any pattern will start at a pleasing point. Mark the start point lightly in pencil. Trim your first length to your starting point plus an inch or so above your mark. Measure your first length from your mark, adding an inch at the bottom. Don't cut the second length until the first is up and you've checked how much you need to allow for any pattern repeat. If there are obstacles on your wall, such as sockets or wall lights, you can paper round them. Turn off the electricity at the mains and try the switch to check the power is off. Remove the cover from the fitting and gently let it dangle down. Replace any screws in their holes and finger tighten. Lay the paper on the table reverse side up and apply the paste evenly, working from the middle of the paper out to the edges and making sure that the edges are well covered with the paste. Paste the full length of the paper on the table. Then fold over the top quarter or so into the middle. Make sure it is lined up at the edge and press gently. Slide the paper along the table and paste the remainder. Then fold the bottom into the middle as before. Slide your hands under the paper and pick it up from the top edge. This is the centre of the folded sheet. Make sure your step ladder is in a good condition and always place with the steps facing the wall. Unfold the top of the paper, let the paper drop down and leaving the extra inch at the top for trimming, place on the wall and slide to align the edge with the pencil mark. Smooth out the paper with the paper hanging brush, working from the centre to the edges, brushing out any trapped air. Use the brush to push the paper into the ceiling join. With the back of the scissors, lightly score the crease where the wall meets the ceiling. Peel the paper away and cut along the waist side of the crease to remove the excess. Brush the paper back into place. Peel back the lower half of the paper. Then apply to the wall, smooth and trim as for the top half. Measure your second length and cut it to allow for any repeating pattern. Slide the paper on the wall to match the pattern up to the first length, then smooth it out and trim as before. To deal with any obstacles, first hang the wallpaper over the fitting. Pop the paper over the screws and remove them. This gives accurate holes for screwing the fixing back into place. Establish the shape of the plate or recess and trim the paper away with a craft knife. Use a seam roller to smooth down the joins, then wipe off excess paste with a sponge or damp cloth. If there are any edges that haven't stuck, carefully lift and apply more paste before rolling down again. Hang the remaining lengths, being careful to line them up accurately so the pattern meets and there are no gaps. Hang the final length and trim into the adjacent wall in the same way as you trimmed the top of each length. A feature wall can make a style statement in an otherwise plain room and is a quick and easy renovating fix.